It's time now for the Peter Chill 6 o'clock news for this Saturday evening, March 28th, 2015. Good evening, everybody. I'm Peter Wiggins here now. Your 6 o'clock news headlines here. Our top story at 6 o'clock here on this Saturday evening here is a hot new image has emerged of a killer co-pilot, Andreas Levitz. It was claimed he may have sought treatment for problems with his vision in the weeks leading up to the moment he deliberately flew a German-winged passenger plane into the French Alps. Iran and Paris struggled to overcome disputes in a push for a nuclear deal. Spring break turned bloody when 7 people in their early 20s were shot with a .40 caliber handgun early Saturday at a house in Panama City Beach, Florida. Attacks by Boko Haram and violence between the two main opposing parties compounded technical problems with Nigeria's new polling machines. An American and 2 Russians rode a Russian Soyuz capsule to the International Space Station on Friday to begin a year-long orbital stay that will set 2 records. Emergency personnel work at the site of a collision between an Expo Line commuter train and a vehicle near downtown Los Angeles as 21 people were seriously injured. In Boston, a suspect in a motor vehicle stop opened fire on police on Friday evening and seriously wounded a decorated officer before being killed by other officers at the scene, authorities have said. For years, the Americans saw President Ali Abdul Saleh a key ally in the fight against Al-Qaeda. He allowed his airbase to be used by U.S. drones to strike, and the movement's operators then gladly received Western aid in the development and cash and arms. Hostages leapt from windows as soldiers stormed a hotel seized by terrorists in Mogadishu, Somalia, as they killed 17 al-Shabaab fanatics. Singapore is ending a week of public mourning after the death of founding father Lee Kuan Yew. At the Annual Boa Forum for Asia Annual Conference 2015, the senior leadership of the world's second largest diversified global chemical company, Saudi Basic Industries Corporation, contributed their thoughts and perspectives. Indianapolis. Thousands of people are marching Indiana's largest city on Saturday to protest a state law that promotes religious freedom, but detractors see it as cover to move to support discrimination against gay people. As the investigation into what caused the explosion in the East Village continues in New York City, WABC TV has learned that there was one gas line that fed the sushi restaurant. Dow Chemical on Friday announced that it's selling its growing business and merging it with Olin Corporation following steady pressure from activist investor Daniel Loeb. BlackBerry posted its lowest quarterly revenue in more than 8 years yesterday as a Canadian smartphone maker struggled to find new sources of revenue to offset its dwindling sales of handsets. Kona Sounds has surrounded the ongoing search for Jon Stewart's Daily Show replacement, but a young comedian named Trevor Noah entered a heavily guarded race on Friday. Scott Disick recently left a Costa Rica rehab center, but he plans to return to the computer streaming scene. He's not done working on himself. Hugh Jackman hints he is ready to retire from playing the X-Men character Wolverine. Who doesn't love the panda bear? As they are beautiful creatures and infinitely exotic, and yet they can also be difficult to study as GPS beacons help study wild pandas. A 508 million-year-old lobster-like creature discovered. A new study has revealed that with 3 cups of coffee a day, you can avoid risk of major liver cancer risk. Dr. Margaret Hamburg, an American physician and medical public health administrator, talked in favor of the U.S. Food and Drug Administration drug approval standards against critics seeking weaker regulatory standards. Alright, let's take a look at New England incident alerts here at 6:04. In Rockland, Maine at 21 Farrell Drive, COs west of an active chimney fire. And the man police shot a decorated Boston police officer in the face during a traffic stop on Friday. Might have a long criminal history, including an arrest for the shooting at police in 2001. In sports, Elite 8 Action gets underway tonight as Wisconsin and Arizona square off at the Staples Center in Los Angeles. And in the other Elite Eight game in Cleveland, Notre Dame will be taking on Kentucky. Michigan State turned the ball over season low 5 times against Oklahoma in a 62-58 Sweet 16 win on Friday night. As the Spartans will face quite a different challenge against Louisville's high intensity pressure and unorthodox matchup zone defense. Okay. The Boston Bruins end their 6-game slide by defeating the New York Rangers at the TD Garden this afternoon 4-2 as the Boston Bruins have 87 points, and if Ottawa could lose to Toronto, then the Boston Bruins will be having that final wild card spot in the Eastern Conference. There's for now here, as if Ottawa can lose to Toronto. Other scores around the NHL here. Nashville Predators edge out the Washington Capitals 4-3. Pittsburgh Penguins over the Arizona Coyotes 3-2. San Jose Sharks over the Philadelphia Phillies. San Jose Sharks over the Philadelphia Flyers 3-2. And Ducks over the New York Islanders 3-2. And Detroit Red Wings blank the Tampa Bay Lightning 4-0. And MLS scores Montreal and Orlando tied at 2 apiece with the 90.08. And New England Revolution over the San Jose Earthquakes at Gillette 2-1. Peter Cello News time is now 6:06, and it's time now for a travel report here on this beautiful, on this snowy Saturday evening here. And we got an accident on 195 in the eastbound side around Route 81 in Fall River, so expect few delays here. 610 connector in Rhode Island here, a little slow from Atwell's Avenue down for Route 95 in downtown Providence, so expect few delays here. Route 146 on the northbound side, a little slow after Route 99 in the Cumberland here, so expect some delays here. But downtown Boston is more on fine. 129 on the southbound side, a little slow run from Route 37 in Braintree down to the Braintree split. 120, we got construction around Route 109 in Westwood, so expect some delays here. 93 in the northbound side, an accident before Route 133 in Andover, so expect some delays here. And in Eastern Connecticut, on 395 on the southbound side, we got an accident on 395 southbound in Mooslip, so expect some delays here. And 395 on the northbound side, slow from 163 in Uncasville down to 2A due to an accident on 395 southbound after 2A, so expect some delays. And if you're in that area of Montville and Uncasville, and a look at the MBTA, commuter rail is more on fine, and subway is more looking good, and the ferries are more on fine. Peter Cello News time, 6:08. Time now for a weather report here, and it is snowing outside our house here. Snowing outside here in Norton here, and light snow may still accumulate this evening in eastern Connecticut, eastern Massachusetts, and Rhode Island here. As during the day today, some higher elevation areas have received between 1 to 3 inches of snow, but it was mainly on grassy surfaces as temperatures dropped to the freezing mark and ended up 20s over interior areas. This evening, snow may begin to coat road surfaces only at most an additional inch or 2. It's expected before snow gradually tapers off overnight. Travelers should be prepared for some slippery roads and allow extra time to reach their destinations tonight. And day 2 of 7, Sunday for Friday, no hazard weather expected at time here. Alright, 7-day forecast that goes like this. For tonight, snow mainly before 11 p.m. Petrified before 2 a.m. Low around 24 degrees. North about 8 miles per hour. Chance of precipitation is 8%. Total nighttime snow accumulation 1 to 2 inches possible. For Sunday, cloudy for mid-morning, then gradual cooling with a high around 39 degrees. North about 5 to 7 miles per hour west in the afternoon. So yeah, most of the coast got low about 26 degrees. Calm wind becoming 7 around 6 miles per hour to midnight. Monday, slight chance of rain and snow showers before 1 p.m. Then it's chance of rain and showers. Mostly clouds got high about 45 degrees. Southwest from about 9 to 11 miles per hour. Chance of 30%. No snow accumulation less than half an inch possible. Monday night, most clouds got low about 31 degrees. West from about 8 miles per hour. Tuesday, south clouds high about 47 degrees. So that, chance of rain before 1 a.m. Then a chance of snow between 1 and 3 a.m. Mostly clouds, skies, high about low about 30 degrees. Chance of precipitation 30%. Wednesday, mostly sunny skies, high about 45 degrees. Wednesday, mostly good skies, low about 29 degrees. For Thursday, mostly sunny skies, high about 52 degrees. Friday, chance of showers, mostly clouds, skies, low on 41 degrees. Chance of precipitation 30%. Friday, chance of showers, mostly clouds, skies, high about 59, low about 39 degrees. Chance of precipitation 35%. And for Saturday, chance of rain, partly sunny skies, high about 51 degrees. Chance of precipitation 50%. Not temperature at 6 o'clock, 34 degrees with light snow and fog mist. And that's me for the Peter channel. 6 o'clock news on this March 20th, 2015 on a Saturday evening. Viewers, you have a good evening with a good positive attitude. I'll see you for a full 11 o'clock report, news and weather, and Saturday night sports matter. Have a good evening.